Hello guys, so today we're going to be using our local server. We're going to be creating a server and a client. Okay, we're going to be using PyCharm, guys. Over the last few weeks, I've been trying to incorporate a bit of Python. I've been dealing with OpenCV. I've been creating a security system, a facial identification system, yeah. But today we're going to just be creating a server. This is going to be a long-term project. Currently, I'm working at NAS International. Yeah, and tunang'ang'ana tu pale tunaweza. So let's begin. So today we're going to import a socket. This socket will so we're going to create the server. It's going to be a socket. So here we're going to call an instance of a socket. Then another socket. This socket is going to be streaming. So it's going to be stream. So we're just creating the server instance that is going to be connecting to the socket. Here we're going to try and bind the server with its port, server.bind. Generally, the port address here should have variables. You can also do server.get. It's supposed to be get localhost, but let us just bind the server first. So here we're going to need, okay, let's create first the host. And the port, you can just give it 1998. And the host, but let us, because they won't change, let us make them into capital. So here we're going to need our IP address. Okay guys, in Python, this is how you're going to create a variable that you prefer it not to change. Okay, we're going to try and go and get our IP address from our local machine. Going to pull off a CMD behind the screen. Bear with me guys as I I obscure it on OBS. So we're going to name it the CMD. Okay. Yep, got it. Okay, I hope you can see it, guys. I hope you can see it here. So here in the CMD, we need to go and do IP config. So we need the IP4, IPv4, IPv4 address. This one is for my local machine. I realized I've given away a lot of my numbers, but it doesn't matter. We'll just configure. Our host will be Control V. Our host will be Control V. Here we have pasted the address here, our local address. So if the client otherwise we need the IP address to be the public IP address. Yeah, guys, I hope you understand that. So for the client to be able to connect to our server, we need this local IP address. If the device is from my friend here, then the local area network, and we're using the same network. Otherwise, if the client is outside, we need to get a public IP address, okay, over the network. I'll show you how to connect to the client here. So we're going to server.bind, we're going to add the host. Okay, we need another bracket. Then so we need to server.bind that thing. Then we're going to server. So we need to deal with the messages. Okay, we need to first accept the server. So we're going to turn it into a while loop. What is while? True. While true, we need to get the socket. Yes. And the address. All of this, we have to accept it. So here we're going to go and do server dot accept. You just see they come up here. We accept the message. So here we can write So after accept the message, we can print something to the user in terms of an message. So here we're going to display the address that we're connected at. Yeah. Now we want to receive. So we have to receive what the client is going to say. But before we do that, I want us to be prompted to tell the server, to tell the client to enter a message. So we're going to say here, so here, we want to send the message to the client, this message here that I've created in this enter by the user. So we're going to do socket mesh dot send. We're going to send the message, but we have to encode it into a UTF-8 so that you can understand it on the other side. We want to send the message to the client. Okay. Here we want to send the message to encode. Now here we want to receive what the client has said. So we're going to do receive. Okay, 10:22. So here we want to print out. So guys, I guess that is okay. We're going to try and close the server. Okay, we're going to do socket. Socket. Then we're going to close the socket. After we close the socket, after we close the socket, we can have the server. Okay, we don't want to close the server, but here we can just close this. Close the server by doing so. Okay, now we're done with the server part. So here, generally, this is what we're going to do. We were doing. We were first getting the import. We are importing a socket. We're making this a socket where you can plug in and communicate with someone. Generally, that's the concept. If the client is the local area network, you just connect to the server IP address, and these are the IP addresses, and this is the port. We bind the server by adding the IP address and the port. Here we connect because we're connecting to IPv4. We can let this, but otherwise you can just do v6. If it v6, but this one generally agrees. Now, while true, we accept the message and the address. We're going to print out the message. We're supposed to get the address here, which is going to be the IP address and the ports. Generally, they may differ the ports, but it's fine. So we're going to input, we're going to be prompted to add a message and tell the message client what to do. We can tell the client, shake my hand. We'll do that. We'll tell the client to shake our hand. Let me see if it agrees. And here we're going to socket message and send. We're going to send it. So here we want to receive this message. To receive the message, we're going to try and print it out in a decoded version. Because they sent it out as encoded, now we're going to take it as decoded. Yeah, socket then close. We're going to close this socket. Socket message close. Let's see if this will agree then. Oh, it's bringing a problem. But yeah, it's fine. Now we're going to go to the client. So this is the client. I receive. Let's get it. So yes, we're going to import. We're going to import going to generally import the scanner, the socket. To import the socket, we need to connect to the IP address. So first we do client is equals, it is the socket. So this is instantiating a class. So it's like we've called this class from that library. Yeah, I guess you understand. But we are calling this class from the library of the sockets. That's why now it is working. You see, when we do this, we haven't used the library, so it is not showing. But now because I've used it, control backslash, it is working now. So we can do that, and here we're receiving socket element with the inet. Then we're going to receive a sock stream. But first we have to call the class socket. Okay, here the client has just shown that it's getting an IP address. It's going to use this. So here we can do client accept. No. We're connecting to a host. We're connecting to a host. So in this host, you can just do this and copy this host here, because that one is the one that we're connecting to. And here I think we need a port. Okay, so we've established the client connection to our local server. We need to add it into a while true. So while true, we can just do a simple client dot receive the mess. This is the message from the server. We wanted to receive that message. So Message from the server. What is the message from the server? We're going to print it out. Okay. Now we need to, after all that, we need to now go to the CMD. So I'm going to start up the CMD here. Okay, we have cleared the screen. Now we need to go to the servers directory. Now you see we're already in the users, then Raymond. Now we need to go to the actual project directory. In my case, I am using PyCharm. I'm using PyCharm. Oh, I'm using PyCharm. Okay. So within PyCharm, you just click here and you can see the directory. It is the Python PyCharm projects TCP. Okay, so this is the TCP server. That's why you're using iNet services. Okay, that's why you're using the iNet. So we need to take it up here. We come here in the CMD. Come in the CMD and type cd by. See now it is in the PyCharm projects directory. Then we do cd tcp. Now we're in this directory. What do we need from this? We need to run python. We need to run this out. Okay. We can add another CMD. So cd pycharm python projects. Now in the python projects, then cd tcp to get into the file. Then I'm going to run python. Okay. For first. First, we're going to run going to run this server. Okay, it's giving me an error. Okay, here in the server, I've just figured it out. Going to blend this. Okay, in the server.bind, we didn't listen to the server. We didn't listen to this server. Okay, sorry guys, now we're going to try it again. Okay, so you have to go back. You have to go back to PyCharm and run the product, run the server. You're going to run the server, okay? For it to bring up this, you are connected to the following. For it to bring you connected to the following address, enter the message to tell the client what to do. Please Before I do that, let us navigate here to the client. So we're going to go back to this and try and edit it the client side so that you can also be able to agree. So we're going to do going to talk to server equals to, so we're going to say print. Okay, now we can run the client. We can run the client. It's waiting for us to go to the client and play it. So guys, it has worked. I've been able to establish the message here. Do you accept the message to my client? To the response to the server? Yes, I do. So guys, that is a simple way of handling. Okay, this is the server side. This is the client that we needed, and it is running. Yeah, guys, thank you. It has worked. Tutaonana.